So, good afternoon. Now, in the last lecture, we started phase rule. This phase rule is applicable to many systems like monocomponent system, bicomponent system, binary system. So, here we shall discuss only monocomponent system, for example, water. So in the phase rule, first of all, you have to understand about some terms like phases, components, and degree of freedom. What is triple point? So these are the important terms commonly used in discussing the phase diagram of either monocomponent or bicomponent system. As already we have discussed about the phases, homogeneous part of heterogeneous system, which are physically distinct, mechanically separable, bounded by boundary lines. There are so many examples in which you can clearly understand about the different phases. Just you see, this is the phase diagram of the water system, pressure and gas temperature. You can draw diagram like this: A, O, B, C. This is the ice, solid, and this is the liquid water. This is the liquid and vapor. So in water system, you have three phases. Two phases may be in equilibrium. Just see here, solid ice and water is in equilibrium around OC line. Water and vapor is in equilibrium at OD line. Solid ice and vapor is in equilibrium at AO line. So in this way, we can understand about the different phases present in the system. Now, second term is the component. Component is somewhat different from constituent. Constituent means the total number of the species present in the system. For example, if we heat calcium carbonate in a closed container, an equilibrium is established between calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So number of the constituent in calcium carbonate decomposition system are 3, but the total number of the component is 2. So what is component? Component is the minimum number of the constituent. Minimum number of the constituent, which can explain composition of each phase directly or with the help of chemical equation in which plus, minus and zero sign are permissible. I have given so many examples regarding the component. And also I have given formula to calculate the component. Component is equal to n minus e. N number of species or component. Or constituent E number of equation. So this formula is applicable for non-ionizable substances. Non-ionizable. Just see, if you have to calculate number of the component for this equilibrium, calcium carbonate, calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This is heterogeneous system. Heterogeneous system in equilibrium. In equilibrium. So if somebody asks you what are the number of components, you can say number of components C is equal to n, 1, 2, 3, 3 minus 1, 1 relation among all constituents, so you will get 2. So number of components in this type of the heterogeneous system, 2. Similarly, you can calculate number of components in other type of the system. Suppose you dissolve sodium chloride in water. So this formula can't be applied. This formula can't be applied. So for such, this formula can be applied for this one, or glucose plus water. Glucose plus water, you will get glucose solution. Glucose solution. So number of components 2. How? Just see, there is a glucose, one constituent, and there is a water, another constituent. So you will get C is equal to 2. Component. Without water, you can't get glucose solution. Without glucose, you can't get glucose. total number of the constituent 2. Total number of constituent 2 and minimum is also 2. So in this way you can find out the number of components. Just see, I tell you another example regarding the calculation of the component. Ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. Ammonia plus HCl. This is the equilibrium. So for this type of the reaction, we can say C equal to N minus E. Just see here, chemical equation represent that ammonia and HCl are formed in equal amount. In equal amount. So if they are in equal amount, so we can say ammonia equal to HCl, like this. Ammonia equal to HCl. So this is one relation and then this is the another relation. How many species are present in the heterogeneous system? 1, 2, 3. So we can write here 3 minus. How many relations or equations are given? 1 and 2. So you will say it is 1. So when ammonia and HCl both are in equal amount at the equilibrium state, the component of the system will be 1. So in this case, it is a monocomponent system. But if somebody asks you, HCl is present in excess or ammonia is present in excess, so then what shall be the number of components? It means if ammonia is in excess or HCl is in excess, it means ammonia is not equal to HCl. So in that case, we can calculate the component C is equal to 3 minus 1. This is not the relation. It is simply showing that either ammonia is present in excess or HCl is present in excess. Or sometimes ammonia not equal to HCl. If ammonia is not equal to HCl, there is no relation between ammonia and HCl. So only one relation is here, therefore 2. So this system will be bicomponent or binary system when either excess of ammonia is present or excess of HCl gas is present. So you can say the system becomes binary. Otherwise, if equal number of ammonia and HCl are formed, it is monocomponent system. So in this way, we can very easily calculate the component and understand about the component. In case of ionic compounds, it will be like this. For ionic compound. for ion compound. C is equal to N minus R E plus 1. E means equation. Relation, you can say relation R either E or you can get. So you can calculate this one. Suppose somebody asks you calculate the number of components in sodium chloride solution. So just see, in case of sodium chloride, NaCl, Na plus chloride ion. So how many species are there? 1, 2, and 3. So C is equal to 3 minus. What is the relation? 1. Only one relation. So 1 plus 1. 1. It means 3 minus 2 equal to 1. So it is monocomponent system. So you can very easily calculate about the component of the system. So this is all about the component. Now third term which is used in phase diagram discussion, that is the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom. Degree of freedom. Variable. You have heard name of variables. So in phase study, we consider 3 variables. One variable is pressure variable. Second is temperature variable. And third is composition. Variable. Composition variable. But in drawing the phase diagram, only 2 variables can be considered. So any one of the 2 variables, either pressure temperature is taken or pressure composition is taken or temperature composition are considered. So out of 3 variables, the degree of freedom means the minimum number of the variable. Remember, degree of freedom is the minimum number of the variable which are specified just like pressure and temperature. So minimum number of the variable which must be specified to explain different phases in the system. That is the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom may be 1, degree of freedom may be 2, and degree of freedom may be 0. In case of area, we shall discuss the area had 1 degree of freedom. Means either you explain pressure or temperature. Sorry, 2 degree of freedom, pressure and temperature or pressure and composition. Line, curve, this curve. At curve, only 1 degree of freedom are specified, either pressure or temperature, either composition or pressure. So in this way, very simple thing is degree of freedom is the minimum number of the variable which can be specified to explain the phase diagram. So what is the phase diagram? Phase diagram means the presentation of the different phases by area and curves. So this is all about the degree of freedom. Just see how to calculate degree of freedom. Degree of freedom it is equal to C minus E plus 2. This is the phase rule. This is the phase rule. This is the phase rule. Means relation between degree of freedom component and phase. Phase rule is a simple relation between degree of freedom component and phase. So if I know component, I know phase, we can calculate degree of freedom. Just for example, if somebody asks you what is the degree of freedom over OB line or AO line or OC line, what is the degree of freedom? Just see, this system is the water system, and it is monocomponent. It is monocomponent. So value of C is known. Water system is a monocomponent system, so C value of C is known. 1 minus P. Suppose you have to calculate degree of freedom at OB. OB means water equilibrium vapor. This is the liquid and this is the gas. So OB line indicates the equilibrium between water and vapor. There are so many temperature and pressure at which water and vapor can coexist. बहुत से ऐसे टेम्परेचर प्रेशर हैं जिसपे कि पानी और भाप साम्य अवस्था में होते हैं, इक्विलिब्रियम अवस्था में होते हैं। तो जब वाटर और वेपर साम्य अवस्था में होंगे, इक्विलिब्रियम अवस्था में होंगे, तो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम क्या होगा? तो कहता है कि हाउ मेनी फेजेज आर इन इक्विलिब्रियम, कितने फेज साम्य अवस्था में है, इक्विलिब्रियम में है? 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So you can write here 2. It is equal to 1. So degree of freedom at OB curve is 1. Similarly, you can calculate degree of freedom OC at OC line. There are two phases are in equilibrium. Solid ice and water both are in equilibrium at different pressure and temperature. So you can also calculate the degree of freedom for OC curve like this. Two phases are in equilibrium, value of P2. C1 water is the monocomponent system. So degree of freedom. In this way, You can see. This is the meta distributor. We shall discuss about the meta distributor later on. But in case of area, how to calculate degree of freedom? Just see, this is the area AOB. This is the area. So in this area, if you have to specify this particular point yes, so how many variables have to be shown? इस पॉइंट को स्पेसिफाई करने के लिए यह बिंदु गैस में ही है, तो कितने वेरिएबल को आपको बताना पड़ेगा, वही उसका डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम कहलाएगा। तो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम की परिभाषा ही करनी है कि वेरिएबल की कम से कम वह संख्या जिसको कि स्पेसिफाई करने से फेज को हम एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। तो ये शुरू करने के लिए आप देखिए कि कितना इस पूरी एरिया में कितना फेज है, केवल एक फेज है, पूरा का पूरा गैस है, वेपर है, नो अदर फेज। तो फेज की संख्या हो गई 1, तो फेज की संख्या हो गई 1, so you will get 1 1, you will get 2। तो इस एरिया में AOB एरिया में डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम क्या होगा 2। इसका मतलब किसी भी पॉइंट को इस एरिया में दिखाने के लिए आपको प्रेशर और टेम्परेचर दोनों को बताना पड़ेगा। Means you have to specify pressure and temperature both. But in previous case, at OB curve, you simply specify either pressure or temperature. टेम्परेचर को अगर स्पेसिफाई करेंगे तो प्रेशर पता होगा कि उस टेम्परेचर पर कितना प्रेशर होगा। यू नीड नॉट टू स्पेसिफाई temperature. So in this way, in the area, 2 degree of freedom means 2 variables must be specified. Similarly, COB, this area represents the liquid area, water, liquid area. So what will happen? You can specify one pressure and temperature. Yes, phase is 1, component is 1. So again you will get degree of freedom 2. So in this way we can calculate the degree of freedom. Now just see, this is this point O. It is triple point. Triple point. What do you mean by triple point? Triple point simple. 3 phases are in equilibrium. Triple point. 3 phases are in equilibrium. Three phases are in equilibrium. Just see solid, vapor and liquid like this. Ice, equilibrium, water, equilibrium, vapor. So point O is triple point. So what is degree of freedom at point O? That is the triple point. So very clear. C is equal F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Component is one, water is monocomponent. Phases, how many phases are into one, two, three? तीन फेज इस पॉइंट पर इक्विलिब्रियम में है. तो नंबर ऑफ फेजेस 3 plus 2 it is equal to 0. So degree of freedom at critical point is 0. Now suppose somebody asks you, is it possible to have a quadruple point in a monocomponent system? Now just see question. Is it Is it possible to have a quadruple point in monocomponent system? तो आप कह सकते हो नो. Quadruple means four phases at equilibrium. Four phases at equilibrium, that is the quadruple point. Like triple point, three phases are in equilibrium, triple point. Four phases in equilibrium, quadruple point. So if it is asked, is it possible to have a quadruple point? I say no. What is the explanation? Explanation. क्या है इसका उत्तर क्या है? नो लिखने से नहीं करो, तो हम उसका जवाब ऐसे देंगे, नो तो लिख दिया, ठीक, लेकिन कहेंगे अकॉर्डिंग टू फेज रूल्स F equal to C minus P plus 2. In water system या monocomponent system, any monocomponent system like sulfur is also a monocomponent system. So for any monocomponent system, C equal to 1. Quadruple point means four phases in equilibrium. So number of phases in equilibrium is 4 plus 2 it is minus 1. Can you imagine negative variable? No. Always we consider we have positive variable like pressure, temperature, component. So if no negative variable is possible, so how quadruple point can exist? So I say answer is no, because according to phase rule F is equal to C minus P plus 2, number of components for monocomponent system is 1, number of phases for quadruple point 4, so degree of freedom will be minus 1. Minus 1 degree of freedom is not possible. Not possible. So in this way, this is all about the all terms used in the phase rule and the phase diagram. If you explain the water system, means if you give the salient feature of the water system, you have to explain agent component and degree of freedom. Explain AO at AO. Solid and vapor are in equilibrium, degree of freedom is 1. OB, water and vapor are in equilibrium, degree of freedom 1. OC curve, solid and water are in equilibrium, degree of freedom is 1. Area, AOC, solid area, degree of freedom 2. COB, liquid area, degree of freedom 2. AOB, gas area, degree of freedom 2. This is all about, and you can say this is the triple point. So this is all about the discussion of the phase diagram of the water system, explaining different terms and their explanation. Thank you very much. Thank you.